Welcome back to the Flashing Badger podcast. My name is Gordon. I'll be your host. I am joined as usual by
Wegs, Fitz,
Mike.
This week we are playing Outgunned, the action movie RPG from Two Little Mice.
Flashing Badger, alright. Flashing Badger.
As our scene starts, explosions start tearing through the fuselage of the cargo plane, and the three of you find yourselves ejected out into the howling, screaming wind. Debris in the area, there's crates falling to the ground, there's bits of aircraft, there's henchmen going down firing guns at you. You don't have a parachute. What are we going to do? I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to flash back.
Oh, thank God. Oh, God.
Let's get by me some time. We flash back to a short time earlier. Our scene starts in this booth in an old classic American diner with the red and white trim and the jukebox in the corner and the waitress in the sort of blue apron behind the counter pouring coffee. There's a sad rock song playing when all of a sudden a set of headlights light up the window you're sitting next to. It's a truck coming into the truck stop.
Little jump scare to start the film.
That's all right. So you guys, you're waiting there for a meeting with Carter, one of your trusted contacts. Who knows him? Who knows Carter?
I know Carter. Carter and I go way back. He's an old military buddy of mine.
Oh, Wegs. Military buddy of who? What character are you playing today?
I play Earl Cantaleaver, lawman, uncompromising, committed to the good of humanity, even if that means I need to bend the rules or just outright break them over my knee.
Well, that was good.
That was good. What does Earl look like?
Earl looks a lot like he's lean, wiry, a real scrappy fighter, old school military tough. I can be loaded up with a heavy pack and a rifle and walk for days. Late 40s, silver fox hair, stubble. I've never lost that youthful squint in my eye, though.
Just as we're seeing Earl for the first time, the door to the diner slams open with a little bell above jingling frantically. And as Truckee steps in to go and use the bathroom, camera cuts and we see, tensed and slowly relaxing, Mike.
I'd like you to meet Vanilla Justice. And what I want you to picture with this character is that he was never in this film and got written into the script at the last minute through some Universal studio deal.
Yeah.
And what's Vanilla Justice look like?
He is scrawny, he is pale skin, he has tattoos up his forearms and peroxide-blonde hair. And whether irrespective, he's wearing a tank top in the colours of the American flag.
Of course.
The movie's not patriotic enough, damn it.
I'm thinking like a trashy Cody Rhodes or something like that.
Yeah.
But I'm maybe mid to late 20s.
You annoy
And I'm
me
surrounded
already.
by distinguished action heroes.
Right. Talking of distinguished, Fitz, surely your character here has got some kind of ferocious mustache.
No, unfortunately, she doesn't. I'd like to introduce you to Domino Colt.
Cool name.
Great name. And Domino, what does she look like?
Domino Colt is, whilst a bit more diminutive, smaller, very, very muscly. She's got flowing red hair, freckles. She is a race car driver, mechanic type, never with a little bit of grease smudge somewhere, very, very strategically positioned on her face, whatever.
Yep.
So even though it's a grease smudge, it looks cool.
Makeup department's done it.
Yeah, makeup department's done it. And perpetually, no matter what the shirt, top, jumper, dress, whatever it is, somehow it always manages to have the sleeves ripped off. Mm-hmm. So it's sleeveless, showing off her very, very cool domino tattoo high on her shoulder.
Excellent.
And Colt like the horse, not like the robes holding Cthulhu text, right?
No, not a K Colt, a C Colt. Yeah, Colt like the fast horse, yes, young horse.
Brilliant.
Or even the gun.
You know, the three of you, you're on this dangerous mission. You're tracking down a rumoured super virus, Project Medusa. How did you three come together for that? Did you get a phone call? Was it a dead drop in your apartment?
Surely Earl arrested me at some point.
Yes.
And it was when I was getting processed.
Yes, we overheard something we weren't supposed to. We've cottoned on to information about Project Medusa inadvertently. And so we look at each other and go,
Do you hear what I hear, boy?
And you hated it because you had to trust in me.
Yes, yes.
So this isn't some organized crime fighting outfit. This is an ad hoc.
Oh yeah, yep. This is
Brilliant.
three scrappy misfits thrown together to save the planet.
And I gave you this lead as my get out of jail free card for my minor misdemeanor.
And I'm telling you the entire time we're on this adventure, this doesn't get you out of trouble, son. You're answering for what you did. But I know deep down we're going to bond. And in the end, I'm going to have to look away while you run across the border.
For his like very small possession of drugs or something. It's something you're going to fine for. And it's like, go boy, go to Mexico.
And you can
Place
see that
feet on seats in train carriage.
my agent has managed to ham fist all these things into the script where I'm changing the jukebox options on the little control panel in the booth. But there's classic rock and some amazing stuff. But then there's 75% of the music options from my latest album.
This is your first foray into acting.
Yes.
You're trying to make the transition from Grammy music
It's
artist.
so clunky.
It's so bad,
You can see all the music options, and I changed what's currently on to one of my
And
tracks.
there's one of those lines where you turn and you're like, wow, this is a great hit.
Like my
really badly written.
my knuckles are going white on the table as I grip the edge of the table, like going, I can't believe I signed up for this.
As the waitress is topping up my black coffee, she's like, this is some revolutionary music I'm hearing. But she delivers the line just 1,000 yards stare and then walks off with her coffee.
Domino, Fitz, what's the backstory here? Is how does Domino know Earl and Vanilla?
You know what? Not too dissimilar, but still not same. Domino is the daughter of Earl's ex-partner, who Earl feels responsible for their death in the line of duty. And Domino's gone off the rails a little bit, and Earl is trying to keep her on the straight and narrow, trying to look after her, checking in on her now and then. But really, Earl's doing it out of loyalty to my dead father, who was an agent as well.
His name was Beretta Colt.
And so that's that sort of kind of fatherish type mentor is trying to keep me on the straight and narrow, though it's not always successful for Earl.
And I boosted like an old Crown Vic, but I claim that I've boosted high-end luxury cars and dropped them at Domino. And then she's like, no, you didn't. You brought me one junk car that was clearly hot, and I had to get rid of it straight away.
I gave you $70 for it to leave me alone.
And it was more just to get out of my shop.
It's one of my several garages that I'll often drop hot cars off at.
The diner here, it's nighttime outside. It's pitch black. It's already, when you look at your watch, it's already past midnight. I presume Vanilla's got like a nice Casio with a faux metal band. Already past midnight. Your meeting with Carter was booked for 11. Is this out of character of him, Earl?
Carter, he's unreliable, but he'll come through with the goods. We'll just wait, guys. He'll come through with the goods. I trust him.
Okay.
I have no reason to trust him, but we will.
I'll order a second plate of waffles then.
Based on our past history, I shouldn't trust him, but...
I know him very well. We shouldn't trust him, but we'll wait here.
So the waitress comes over again and she's topping up the coffee for what's about the 8th time of your visit here. Is small talk flowing between you, or is it all a bit standoffish and grim at the start here?
I'm trying to convince Domino to get back on the straight and narrow. I remember my words to Beretta as he was laying in the gutter dying. He'd been shot 117 times by crime boss Mendoza.
Not Mendoza.
And it was a week before his retirement,
Yeah, it
where
was
he was
2
going to
days to
spend
retirement.
because he was going to spend more time with his young daughter.
Exactly, yeah. His daughter was just...
And the yacht.
As he was bleeding out, he pulled a pamphlet out of his pocket. He was like, promise me you'll get her into the FBI Academy. As I always dreamed of. They have scholarship programs available now.
I promise if it's the last thing I do, I will stake my reputation on trying to get your hot-headed, impulsive, independent street daughter into a federal law enforcement agency. Yeah.
She's a perfect fit, Beretta.
Yeah.
The door jingles open again, and in stumbles Carter. And Carter's wearing, a white shirt and some pants. He's stubbled and unshaven. He's about the same age as Earl, but he looks really drawn and gaunt and pale, and you see the sweat on his face and the bags under his eyes, and he's holding this bleeding wound in his side. You can see the blood has seeped to cover the lower half of his shirt, and he sort of stumbles in, and he sees you, Earl, and you make eye contact with him, and he says, "Earl, I'm sorry," and is instantly thrown to the ground by the group of thugs that have come in behind him. And these are classic Terminator bar scene bikers, like the bandanas on their head and the leather jackets and the waistcoats. And one of them's got like a chain and they've got tattoos and scars.
I'm picturing human Bebop and Rocksteady.
Yes.
Absolutely. That is absolutely who they are.
That is amazing. That's
I love it.
As soon as they see you, they point and they're like, there, get them! And they start running towards you.
My gun is already in my hands.
They had to do some creative editing here because as he comes in and he's holding it, he's bleeding. You can see in one of the shots that I'm completely pale. And you hear the thud, and it's where I fainted and hit the table. But then in the next shot, I've been sort of propped up and I'm sweaty, all clammy.
Makeup people have had to take you and show you, like, no, it comes out of a bottle. Here it is.
So my background as the character is that I'm this mixed martial artist who has won every single title there is available in every weight class. But then I've now turned to this life of, I guess, action hero-y, good guy save the world. But I love the idea that the second there's any blood, the character doesn't hold true.
Because these guys have caught you by surprise. The way combat works here in Outgunned is there's like a reaction turn where the bad guys act against you, and then an action turn where you guys get to do things. So we're going to start with a reaction turn because they've caught you off guard. They start running towards you, and one of them grabs like a table that's sat in the center and flings it towards the booth where you're all sitting. So I'm going to get you to do me a nerves and stealth roll. And the way dice rolls work in Outgunned is the numbers don't matter. What we want is like a Yahtzee hand. We want 2 of a kind, 3 of a kind, 4 of a kind to make different successes. Add together your number for nerves there and your numbers for stealth. Mike.
I have 3 of a kind, which gives me a critical success.
Great. So of 4 dice, you have 1 more dice there. You can try and re-roll that if you'd like, but if you lose it, it's going to cost you.
No, I'll keep the 3 of a kind.
Fitz, what have you got?
I rolled 5 and I've got a basic success.
So just 2 matching.
Just 2
so would you like to re-roll those 3 remaining and try and improve?
Does it cost me anything?
If you fail, it's going to cost you your success.
Yeah, I'll have a crack. Why not? I've got another basic success.
So you've now got 2 basic successes. He's got 2 4s and 2 5s.
I'll keep those.
Great.
Basic success for me. I've decided I'm going to re-roll. So I've got a critical success and a basic success.
Excellent. Those of you who rolled a critical success, you dive out of the way of the booth. Absolutely no dramas. The table crashes harmlessly against the window behind you. Domino, you're a bit slow out, and this table's going to thump into you. Wegs, I notice you have an extra success there. If you want, you can spend it to drag Domino along with you.
Yes, I will.
The protective father figure.
Yeah.
Why not?
I see you as a daughter.
Yes.
Come on then.
You kind of shield her down under the table and you go as this table impacts and the bikers are still standing there in their menacing poses by the door.
And of course, as I'm hunched down in the booth, just avoiding this table, I whisper to Domino, "The table service in this place, huh?"
Amazing.
Nice.
Yes.
Nice.
Brilliant.
Yep.
I
And if
love
you
it.
slow down the frames on mine, you can see that it's an extra that helps drag me over the booth to be in the next
With
booth
just
over.
a bad wig on that's sort of
Yeah.
like your hair.
He sort of like links arms under me
Yeah.
and just drags me over.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a dude who's clearly a foot taller than you and really broadly built who does
Yeah.
the jump. So now we move on to action turn. So action turn, there's no like initiative order or anything. You just act how you want to act. So Mike, how are you going to respond to this? You get like a quick action, a full action. A full action is like fight or shoot. And a quick action is like reload or do a move. It's pretty fast and loose here in Outgunned.
Amazing. I should try and look for things around me to help me here, like maybe a broomstick or something from a cleaner to give me some range. But instead, this is my opportunity at the start of the film. I step straight into the middle of the space that's been cleared, and there's dishes and scrambled eggs and things everywhere. And then I look at my feet to remember which is my front foot and which is my back. And then I push my left foot forward and I take up a fighting stance, but my hands are really low. And I say, "Which one of you wants a shot at the title?"
Oh, God.
Brilliant. And so you're launching into an attack with doing that?
I am. I'm going for an unarmed martial arts combat. I've got to get early in the film, is set the tone, let everyone know that's where I know him from.
All right, so roll me brawn plus fight together. So that'll give you, what, total of 6 dice, I think?
6 dice, and then I get to add 1 for my martial arts skill.
Wow. So roll those and let me know what you get.
I have 4 of a kind, which is an extreme success, and I have a basic.
Your extreme success causes like the flurry of blows to go against these guys. You are absolutely raining down pain on them.
You know when you see those sparring, punching things and the coach has got the mitts and the coach is doing a lot of the work and bringing the mitts to you to make the big slap, slap, slap,
And then
slap
doing
noise?
the over-the-top duck sort of thing.
It's kind of that where I'm throwing punches and they're like overtly leaning forward because they know that I can't meet them. So they're like, guess I'll bring my head towards him and help him out here.
It's like when Steven Seagal does his demonstrations and the guy's
How
halfway through a
dare
flip
you.
before he even touches him on the shoulder.
Sorry, Sensei Seagal's in here.
Sorry, Sheriff Seagal.
Yes.
Yeah, flurry of blows are raining down. And with your extreme success there, just absolutely demolishing these guys and causing them a great deal of harm. You also have that extra success there that you can basically spend now to get an extra action, an extra quick action. So that would be like moving. You might be able to move back out of range, or you can use it to lend a hand to someone else who's maybe not going to do so well.
Won't be helping anyone else. So after I land some blows and one of them goes face first into a plate of eggs on the table, I spin over to the countertop where a freshly poured black coffee is sitting, and I take a sip and then just wink at the cashier who's just shocked at her diner being destroyed.
Domino,
Yeah.
what are you doing? You've been dragged to safety out of the booth there.
Dragged to safety, but I've been dragged, and I'm almost a bit upset that I've had to be looked after. I'm a bit rebellious, a bit forthright here, and I'm a bit more, let's just say, a bit more flair, a bit more. I don't want to do the basic. Let's go and try and fight someone. I jump out of the booth. I grab the typical black pot of coffee that's standing sitting on the diner bench, and I throw it in the closest thug's face, and I'm like, complimentary coffee.
I love it.
Distracted him like that while he's grabbing his face going, ah! I then hit him over the head with the empty glass jar.
All right, what do you think? How about a brawn plus stunt roll? Stunt's kind of agility focus.
Yep,
so maybe
I'll
we'll
do that.
those ones.
Yep, so that gives me 5. I got a basic success.
You going to re-roll?
Yep. And I've got another basic success. So I've got 2 basics.
So you fling this coffee pot. It goes through the middle of the group. They kind of scatter, but it doesn't actually hit anyone. You got any witty retorts to follow that up?
No use crying over spilt coffee.
Terrible. Some of your worst. Wegs, Earl. So has Earl drawn his gun for this?
Oh, absolutely.
Wow.
I'm years in the military as a NCO and then now as a lawman. I'm hyper vigilant. I've seen the damage battle can do. I'm not succumbing to this. So as I stand up, I've been watching little Mr. Ninja over here doing some fancy footwork. I've seen my substitute daughter, the daughter I never had, dicking around with a coffee pot. I'm kind of rolling my eyes as I stand up. I've already got my Colt 1911 M1 in hand.
You're just going to shoot someone in the diner.
Someone's getting it.
Going to put an end to this fight when a shot rings out.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
I hope that you're looking after me like the daughter you never had, and there's you got 3 girls at home.
Oh, yeah.
Who are studiously working away, but you're
You
spending all your
imagine
time with me.
he fires a shot and everything cuts, and the next scene is him in the back of the ambulance sitting on the edge with the blanket over it, and they're giving him a coffee, and they're like, so I just got to check. A guy came in and pushed over a table, and you shot him in the chest.
You killed him?
No, I didn't shoot him in the chest. I picked up a little trick in Mozambique. There was 2 in the chest and 1 in the head.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
Earl's pretty hardcore, I'm not going to lie. Earl's become a lot more like my character base, Stephen Lang, than initially planned.
So nerves and shoot is usually the combo that we're going to use, unless there's some reason that you think there should be some other skill. I think we'll roll that.
I've rolled 6 dice and have no successes. So I have a skill, Gunslinger. Gain a free reroll when using a gun. So I'm
Excellent.
going to reroll.
So with free rerolls in the system, that means there is no consequence. There's no reason not to, and you can roll part or all of what you rolled. So go again. Let's see what we get.
I've rolled 1 critical and 1 basic.
Your critical success lands essentially this round. The first round goes and hits one of these bikers straight in the collarbone. It's the one who had just dodged the coffee pot. And he sort of looks back in surprise. And this round,
He missed the warm liquid.
and the round catches him in the collarbone. And he does his feet come off the ground. He tumbles over his head and he smashes into one of his colleagues as he hits the ground there.
The scene would play out like I throw the coffee, he dodges it and misses, looks back at me like he'd get it, and then the next thing you see is him getting blasted over the counter. And I turn to Earl and go, I had it.
These bikers, they look at their like fallen friend and just enraged. One of them grabs Vanilla Justice here and is gonna
Vanilla Justice.
and
The
is-
last thing he does.
and is gonna. The idea is he's gonna fling him, like do the grab and run him along the length of the bar, so he's smashing into all the coffee pots and things. You two guys, they're coming up fists up. So I'm gonna need everyone to roll me the same reaction. Everyone's gonna roll brawn and fight. Let's say
I get 1 extra. I have 2 criticals.
Vanilla. As soon as the guy grabs his lapels, he does like that cha and throws his arms up and breaks his grip, but also is positioned perfectly for next round. He's like got back in the tiger stance and is right in the guy's face, and he's ready to smash back. So he's going to get like an extra action next turn. He's on fire. Fitz, how did Domino go?
Domino again, just the 2 basic successes. So not really helpful.
This guy comes in and he does this twisting like arm over lock bar and wrenches your arm out of its socket. It's really hurting. It's damaged your resolve a little bit, but not nearly as much as it could have.
No.
So you're just going to mark off 1 grit for me.
1 grit.
Yeah. Earl, how did you go?
1 critical, 1 basic.
The guy comes at you and you like deflect him. You move his arm off to the side while still keeping your other hand up on your gun there, and you do like a little short kick as you back off and make some more room. What are you going to do back? He's right in your face. He's very close to you now.
If he's that close, I feel confident this guy's getting a round in the kneecap. I'm going to put him down. I want to know what's going on here. Someone's answering for what happened to Carter, and I'm taking at least one of these idiots alive.
What sort of firearm do you have?
Colt 1911.
Is like a semi-automatic pistol.
It was one that was used by the Yanks in World War II.
Can you
So it's
rack it every single
time?
Yeah. And so live rounds are being
spent.
dispensed over the floor.
Yeah, I've left 15 live rounds on the floor just in this fight. Like, just in between pushing this guy back, I've racked it 15
But we have
times.
comfort in an action film that you'll never need to reload. It's a bottomless mag,
The
but you
bottomless-
have to rack every time.
Nerves and shoot roll again.
Oh.
I've rolled an extreme success.
Wow.
His poor knee.
So
His leg comes off.
there's a rule in Outgunned that basically says 1 higher level of success you can trade in for 3 lower level successes. So you fired this round. You only needed a critical to get him, but you've got 3 of them now. You fired this round at his knee. He does the classic action move. And he falls over on the ground and he's like writhing and doing this. And his 2 friends seeing him, one of them is like, "Oh my God, they got Jimmy."
No, we're about to find out about James.
He runs to the door and he's trying to pull the door open, and the other one's like pushing. There's like a push and pull door, but they are frantically fleeing. They're absolutely out, running off, and you see them running across the sort of the parking lot of the thing in such a hurry that they abandon the car that they've got parked at the front, which you now see as the fight stops is this like black sedan with a big red skull spray painted on the bonnet.
And rather than sending rounds after them, I just look at them like wistfully squinting, and I just rack my firearm again.
Can there be a getaway driver, and when it cuts to him, he's inside it, and it's got the music playing, and he's reading the paper, and he's like...
The Die Hard scene where
He's doing Sudoku or
yes,
something.
just in the thing, yeah.
In Regency England, where manners and decorum ruled the land.
I say, Lord Fotherington, that new painting of a horse you've had commissioned is most fetching.
Thank you, Sir Reginald. I must say that my youngest daughter, Arabella, holds it in quite high regard also. I say, is that Mr. Percival passing the butter counterclockwise?
One man stands as a bastion of gentlemanly conduct, strict etiquette, and all-out ass-kicking. Sylvester Stallone is combat butler.
I find myself vexed with your conduct, sir.
Oh, marvellous work, Giles. That's shown the bounder the correct way to pass the butter. May he never trouble our doorstep again.
One can hardly expect to tolerate such behavior, sir. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to see Lady Agnes is using the wrong fork to eat her pâté and croûte. How very unbecoming of you, Lady Edith. One can hardly consider this appropriate conduct for a lady of your station. Yeah!
Combat butler, bringing sophistication, Regency manners, and fist-pounding action to a screen near you this summer.
Fashion Badger.
There's one left on the ground. Carter is here, and Carter's still holding that wound. He's down. He's been pushed to the ground during the middle of the fight.
Domino, you tend to Carter. I'm going to ask this kneeless idiot some questions.
You're not my real dad.
No, but I promised him as he was bleeding to death in my arms. And you just start rolling your eyes. You've heard this speech before. You're like, oh, God, I'll do it. Yeah.
He was a week out from retirement.
The bravest man I ever knew.
Yep, I run up to Carter and try and tend to his wounds.
Okay, roll me something for that.
Yeah, a focus and a heal. A critical success.
You pull his shirt, you tear a strip off the bottom of his shirt, or in fact, you had a sleeve left on your t-shirt. You tear off now to make it symmetrical, and you bundle up his wound and you wrap the shirt around him, and he grabs your hand. He's like, Domino, you know you're always like a niece to me.
I'm everyone's daughter.
You're always like the niece I never knew I always wanted. I'm sorry. Tell your not dad that I'm sorry. I can see he's busy torturing a goon.
Rather than tending to me.
And you know he doesn't like to be interrupted when he's torturing goons.
But I'm so thankful you've tourniqueted my stomach.
just tied right around the midsection.
It's like a trailer ratchet strap.
All you can hear in the background is constant racking of a firearm.
He says, listen, you guys have got to get briefcase. It's on the way to the airport now. Cargo plane. You've got to get to it. You don't have much time.
I forgot about the cargo plane.
And then he passes out, but I'm sure he's fine. He'll be fine with your amazing medical aid.
He signed on for the sequel. He's going to be fine.
We won't know he's fine until the credits when it's him smiling on set and doing something and giving a thumbs up.
Yeah.
Or we're all standing around the hospital bed going,
Oh, Carter.
Carter Benson as himself. I knew it was Carter.
it'll be a guy that they really like the actor, but the character does die. So in the sequel, he's back as like their
Someone
partner,
else.
and they just don't ever
Twin
acknowledge
brother.
it.
Yeah.
Wow, have we met before? No. Okay.
I've got a different hat.
Well, you're with this goon. Tell me how that goes.
For the goon, not well. Answer me, you kneeless fool. I've already used that, but I know this movie's going to be rated PG.
What sort
so
of
I
things
can't
would he
drop
miss out on by not having that knee? Because they're
kneeling down.
he's
It's
under.
going to really
It's like
upset
that. How's your bowling arm?
their
It's like,
futsal league.
yeah,
really
I
gonna
was gonna
upset
be
their
futsal.
futsal
I
league.
didn't want to say it.
Always futsal.
Interpretive ice dancing.
So I've grabbed him by the shirt front. Answer me, you scumbag, you wretched goon. Who do you work for? What have you done with Carter? Where's my briefcase?
Where are they?
Sorry.
Really tepid questioning, knowing that this is movie they're going for as low a rating as possible.
Just point the gun at his other knee. Go,
When I lose a second one, there's no way you're going to skip town.
Crime detect?
Sure. You're using your background as a lawman to try and pick up the non-verbal signs coming from this man screaming over his bloody
Yeah,
leg.
we're at gunpoint. Ooh, a critical success.
You hold your gun to his knee, and he does the thing where he laughs, and the little trickle of blood's coming out the corner of his mouth, and he's like, "You're already too late, lawman. You'll never stop him. You'll never get to the man in black. He's already on his way to the Bahamas.
What flight is he on?
It's a private jet in the chartered terminal.
Oh,
I don't know why I'm telling you this, but I feel compelled."
Where are the bananas? I said Bahamas.
that explains the Hawaiian shirt you're wearing.
And he passes out.
And he passes out. All right, I look over. Domino, how's Carter?
he's unconscious, but he's gonna be fine.
Oh, great. Well,
I don't know
we'll
why I'm a
just
Southern
leave
Belle
him here.
now all of a sudden, but
Get EMTs. You're not going to do anymore. You're just going to
No.
hand it off.
I've run out of sleeves.
The bad guy's car is there idling outside. Obviously, the car you came in is parked in the car park. Or you can just hang here and wait for the cavalry to deal with it.
The coffee's pretty good here. I think we should wait.
I pick up one of the syrup bottles, which is vanilla,
Oh, yeah,
and I pour a little into my coffee and say, it's always sweeter with vanilla. And I think that's a good spot to walk out of the cafe.
Sounds like we need to get to the terminal.
I thought we were going to follow the bad guys.
Well, didn't the bad guy run off? The didn't we find out
Yeah,
that
the goons are gone, but we've got information that we need to get to the airport.
So
Although, if we never go to the airport, we may never end up in that situation where we've got no parachutes. We can team up here.
I can't let you break the space-time continuum.
you know what? I think this diner is going to be going cheap after this for a car. Probably need some new management.
Me sweeping broken glass. And I love that we're stepping out over this like we don't care, but we've trashed the diner.
Yeah, poor Maisie's behind the counter, hiding still.
Yeah.
And the short order cook is also, cowering in the kitchen. Yeah.
The carbon paper pad that's there, I do the and then slap it on the goon's chest on the ground. And I'm like, don't forget to tip your staff.
And the short order cook's name is George Diner. That's why
That's what it's called.
it's called the Diner.
Diner.
Comes out from the back. He's actually got a chest wound from one of Earl's random bullets, and he's like, I always wanted you three to have the diner after I died. That amends his will.
I hope everyone's ready for 6 episodes of us running this diner.
into the ground.
Coming up with specials.
Gordon's like, 3 more goons burst in. I'm like, I seen them in a booth.
Table 6, they're now in Domino's section.
So we go running out into the car park. Right, we're going to get to this airport now. I've decided that's where we're going. We're following it. This is an action movie. The plot doesn't have to be super complex.
Airport at night time would be pretty fun too.
I do like the idea though that bursting out into the car park, I scream, I'll drive, and then I look at Earl's car that he's brought us all in here. The battered old brown sedan that you have in your 1980s car wings,
It's
whatever.
the panel wagon with the sort of wood trim on the back
that
half.
you stick the light on, all that kind of stuff. And then I look at this hotted up goon car with the cool skull, the muscle
the
engine,
flames down the
the
side.
intake sticking out of the bonnet. It's still idling, running. Look at that. Look back at yours. Look at that. Look at yours. And then I just start running for the skull one going, I'll drive, boys.
They are in
I'll
so
drive,
much
boys.
trouble because they signed that out of the villainous motor pool.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, if you're taking the good car, not a scratch.
And so as you run up, you jump and slide over the bonnet.
Slide over the bonnet and straight and in one move through the... I don't use the door. I'm like
Through the
Dukes of
window.
Hazzard style through the open window.
Awkwardly, like one leg at a time.
I do it as well, but it's apparent that I've got one of those rope things on my back to help
Lift you.
lift me and get me in.
Yeah, so you go about 6 feet too high before coming back down into the...
And what's this in
angled
my
through
pocket?
the sunroof. Yeah.
A mixtape. Sure, I'll put it in. What could possibly be on the tape? Sure, this soundtrack for this film is horrible.
Oh, it's awful.
He's I presume with the name, he's a Vanilla Ice style rapper, isn't he?
Excuse you?
Vanilla Justice.
Never even heard of him, mate.
With his peroxide hair and American apparel attire.
Yeah, would have thought so.
Vanilla Ice style rapper. I don't know of any other kind of rapper apart from Vanilla Ice's style. Yeah.
It's true. He's the OG, really. He invented rap. It's well known. If you disagree with that, give us a 5-star review.
Best way to get our attention.
Robbie Van Winkle, if you're out there, we love your work, mate.
All right, I drag myself over to, but begrudgingly, I leave sweet Betsy in the
and
car park.
You have to pull the seat release to lean the back seat forward, and Vanilla refuses to get out for you, so you kind of squeeze
Oh, no.
into the space in the
I
back
feel
seat.
like I'm
Got
ended
the
in the
seat.
back seat here.
Oh, I was going to say, I just slam you up against the dash. You want me in the back? Yeah, fine.
It's one of those, full seats, like in the bench seat, and you just get pushed straight over the top.
So you take off.
Yep.
Screaming tires.
Screeching tire, unnecessary fishtailing,
And a big truck's coming up to
Yeah.
the entrance, and he just and does the lock up with the 2 trailers, go skidding off the road, and you guys take off towards.
Cross 2 lanes of traffic in the opposite direction before going to the right way.
Yeah.
You clip a lady with her shopping trolley. I think you clip the shopping trolley, not the lady.
Yeah, some poor homeless woman with her shopping trolley just goes straight through the shopping trolley, as in the old trope. Stuff goes flying everywhere. The cans.
So you're screaming towards the airport. The airport's only a few minutes drive away. And as you go there, you can see that the airport's all lit up, and you can see some activity around one of the hangars. But there's a boom gate just as you're driving up to the airport, and there's a security guard standing out there waving a little flashlight with a little cone thing on it, waving you down to stop.
Getting out of their vehicle is like Aerosmith grabbing their bags out to go on tour somewhere.
Yeah,
you need cameos.
You need
And it's like aeronautical themed.
All right, so I reach over to the front seat, hand on Domino's shoulder. I know the stop sign says stop, but to hell with the rules. catchphrase of mine.
Yay!
Nice.
Have we heard your
Punch it.
catchphrrise yet?
No, I'm saving it.
Okay, good.
say that.
I got mine out in the first 30 seconds.
So this thing, you're going to punch straight through the boom
The hell
gate?
with
Absolutely.
the rules, Domino.
I was never considering stopping.
Yeah, but at least
Excellent. So you go absolutely blazing through, and the boom gate explodes
Yeah.
into about 150 pieces. And even though the guard's like ages away, he does the big slow-mo, like jump into the little gullies.
I just unnecessarily
next
hit the tiny little, very clearly plywood made just for this scene,
Yeah.
little booth and go straight through that one.
Yeah,
And it just explodes out.
It flies everywhere, and there's like a cut of a guy reading his newspaper in there who sees the car coming and dives out at the last minute. You go flooring it across the sort of apron there, and big sideways skid onto the runway. And as you turn onto the base end of the runway there, you can see that it's already too late. The last mercenaries throwing a crate. There's a whole bunch of them wearing, fatigues, and they've all got balaclavas on, so we can reuse the same stunt actors. And he's throwing that last crate on, and he does the knock knock on the side of the fuselage, and the plane starts taxiing. Cargo ramp still down.
Oh, is it too late?
Down the length of the runway.
No, one of you go, it's too late. And you just see that action of me grab the gear stick, pull it back in thing,
Yep.
foot go down in the pedal, and I say, fear goes in the back seat.
Well
And the car takes off.
Yes!
Straight making a beeline for the open cargo door.
Oh my God,
of
is
the
it
plane.
the width of a car?
Yeah, it's the perfect width of the car that we're in.
It's one of those big, 4-engine, like a Hercules or
I only
something.
have to
with
get
the-
this thing off the ground a couple of inches, and
Yeah.
this doesn't work for us.
Yeah.
coming soon from the makers of Smash Man, an all-new in-action figurine. It's Reasonable Man. Reasonable Man is thoughtful and reflective. He's self-aware and shows calm restraint.
Seems fair. Heck yeah.
Reasonable Man features no moving parts, as that would increase the cost of production. Furthermore, joins in the fabrication could cause a minor pinch hazard to children's fingers.
Good call. You're on the ball.
You can have Reasonable Man sit quietly at his desk and complete administrative tasks that require filing by the end of his allocated work shift.
I'm excited. It's like there's a party in my brain and everyone's invited.
Please consult a financial advisor and see if purchasing a Reasonable Man in-action figure is the right choice for you. Reasonable Man. Sorry for raising my voice, I just got a bit excited.
Fashion Badger.
Mechanics-wise, you find yourselves in a chase. When we're in a chase in the outgun system, there are always two numbers that are important. One is your speed, which is basically your speed relative to the target. The other one is your need, which is like a progress bar you have to fill up to successfully complete the chase. Your speed is at 1. The goal is during your action turns, you're going to do things to try and increase your speed. And that includes the passengers. As the passengers, you can do whatever you want to try and make yourselves catch up on this guy. But I'll start with you, Fitz, because you're the driver. What does Domino do? Is this just a floor it into gear drive moment? Is this a driving skill?
Yeah, this is just a flooring it into gear, getting it down there fast, using my driving skills. I actually have a bit of a quick look around. Do I notice the fluoro red skull-covered nitrous cap of this clearly hotted up muscle car?
And you're doing the mirror,
Yeah.
depress accelerator.
Yeah.
Mirror, gear change, depress accelerator.
Double clutch.
That
I'm
makes
double
no
clutching.
sense.
Yeah,
Why
you've
aren't we
changed
Double
just
clutching
in
on
the
an
gear?
automatic.
Changed gear 6 times
So
already.
many
Yep.
gears. Yeah, I've hit the bottom gear 8 times. I haven't gone back up to the
Yeah,
top one.
because it doesn't look cool pushing it up.
So roll me, what's it going to be, nerves and drive? Is that what you're going for? Or focus and drive, something
No, I
like
think we're going nerves and drive. We have a extreme. Oh, now if I re-roll the other one.
Do you get a free one for driving or something?
Oh, I do. So, proven driver, gain a free re-roll when driving, repairing, or evaluating a car.
May as well re-roll those too.
No reason not to.
Yep, keeps it an extreme success.
This works. Of course it works. You're flooring it. The car starts fishtailing, picks up. The speed of your car zooms forward. It pushes you all back in the seats for a second. And all of a sudden, you're gaining much more obviously on this cargo plane than you were before. It's still keeping ahead of you, of course. You're not there yet, but your closure rate has increased a lot. What's Vanilla and Earl going to do to make this catch up?
At the moment, the music isn't loud enough in this scene to suggest how fast you're driving. So the mixtape is pushed in, and it's a cassette tape, and I crank the volume. And by giving you the sound
Yes.
of epic beats for a car chase, it's going to increase our speed.
Of course, that only makes sense to me. So roll whatever's going to be relevant. Like maybe it's a smooth.
I was going to say smooth, and what would I pair smooth with?
Style.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, sure. I love that.
Just quickly put you on the spot. So this is obviously a good hard rock car chase song. What's the name of the song, Vanilla?
No. On the soundtrack specifically, you put a song called Airport Highway. And your agent was like, what does that even mean? There's no highways in an airport. And you're like,
Airport
trust
Highway
me.
to Hell.
Airport Highway to hell.
Flight delayed.
Flight delayed. Oh, that's why I like that one.
But you're not great at names, so it's actually called like Boarding Gate 6. And you're like, what? It's not cool at all. You're like, no, it's airport theme. Work with me.
What's it called when you pre-book your flight?
Life's buried.
Online
Baggage.
check-in.
Online check-in. It's called online check-in.
I have 2 basics.
You going to re-roll anything?
Of course I am. It worked. We have a critical and a basic.
So against all laws of physics or logic, you do drive a bit faster. You push the accelerator pedal just a bit harder when you hear this.
And the way that we achieved the extra speed is where we were filming on location at this airport. They were happy to have us, but we couldn't exceed speed regulations or whatever in the area. So in the edit, they've just sped this up to 1.5 or 2 times
Yep.
speed.
Oh, yes.
So that's all the music is
Yes.
unlocked is the editing team just spinning up the footage a little.
1.5.
I'm going to responsibly and carefully and safely shoot one of the jet engines.
Yeah.
To slow it down.
Everybody knows that's the best way to
best
slow
way to
down
slow
the
down
aircraft
a-
safely.
Yeah,
With
yeah,
the pistol.
absolutely.
And like it's immediate. The pilot is just like engine 2's out.
We got a 25% loss in power. Roll those dice.
25% loss in speed. So I sigh, rack the firearm, of course.
love it.
And there's like, I'm now in the back seat. I'm like knee deep in live ammo that I've ejected from my mag. I push, because I'm in the back seat, I push the front seat forward. I slam Vanilla up against the dashboard so I can lean out the window properly and let off 1 round at engine number 1.
I hope you realise my passenger side airbag isn't as effective now.
Oh, there's no airbags in here.
Oh, yeah, true.
They've been
It's so
taken out.
old.
1 critical success.
The bullet pings off the engine casing, and you see the instant big plume of smoke come out. And it's one of those where they haven't been able to afford the effect to have the actual engine on fire, so it's just like a little smoke pod of pure white vapor turns on straight next to the engine.
Just a flare.
And it cuts to the pilot in the cockpit, and he looks at the co-pilot. He's like, "Oh God, engine 1 is out." And the co-pilot's like, "We can still make takeoff. It's okay."
They're both veterans of so many overseas campaigns that he's just like, we're taking rounds. Do a barrel roll. But there's
Well, you know when the pilot always in these movies always wants to go, oh, the engine's out, we'll have to pull off, and then a bad guy just appears in the
Leans
cockpit with a gun
forward.
going, you'll put it faster. And you're
he
like,
holds his hand and pushes the
Yes.
throttle forward.
Yeah.
And there's one person on this flight who isn't villainous or anything. They've just booked like through an app an online flight, and they were seated in the 1 passenger seat overlooking the wing with the engine.
Oh, God, this
And as
just
the engine
exploded.
goes, they just do the quick bug eyes.
Well, funny you should mention them, because that's Susan, and Susan's just sat there. She sat there really nicely. She's looking forward to her holiday. She's booked a mystery flight first time through an app, and she sees a bunch of the mercenaries in the back near the cargo door there where she's seated with the balaclavas on, be like, "Go, stop them, they're closing in." And they start picking up these crates and throwing them out onto the road in front of the car. So of course you're gonna need to swerve around to get closer.
As the first crate like explodes on the road, it cuts back to Susan, and the little seatbelt light goes boom boom.
So Domino, as the driver, I'm gonna get you to roll nerves and drive for me. And the other 2, I'm going to get you to roll brawn plus endure to put up with being thrown around in the back seat of the car there.
And I think you get a reroll because you're driving as well, by the way.
I do.
I'm rolling hot. This is like Miss Janowitz all over again.
I've ended up with an extreme success.
Wow. I have a critical.
That's 1 critical, 1 basic for me.
You deftly weave through these crates, and the slaloming doesn't slow the car at all. This is like that perfect thing where the car's already turning right when they throw it to the left.
Yeah.
So the timing's worked out excellently. And you start absolutely zooming towards the back of this cargo plane, and the mercenaries are dissatisfied by this.
One of the crates was letters to Santa. As not even villainous stuff. They were also just
Yeah.
doing side jobs of taking things.
And even though it's a crate full of letters to Santa, it explodes. Into a firewall.
I actually really thought as well, I thought you first said lettuce to Santa.
I thought
and
you
I'm
did
like,
too. I'm like,
It's for the reindeer.
It's specific.
Carrots, lettuce.
They only like a
You're not
specific
going to
brand.
address it to Comet.
So you guys veer all over the road. but continue the speed up there. You're closing in fast on this plane. If there's anything you want to do to increase your speed to get closer to them, tell me what it is. You don't have to take a turn. Domino, have you got anything to speed up? Any magic tricks?
Oh, no, I've got it. Drop the gear and then put it in the next gear again.
So you're going to downshift, upshift, the old classic?
The old downshift, upshift,
The old heel-toe, downshift, upshift.
I almost feel like it's the only thing I can do to speed up is as we're dodging and weaving in and out of these crates, Earl says to me, just take it a bit easy there. And I just do the whole, don't tell me what to do. And then there's again, downshift again.
Can I just amend that? Don't tell me what to do. You're not my real dad.
You're not my real dad. I always feel like this should be my catchphrase now because everyone wants to be my father and mentor.
And I love the idea that we could lose some weight to also gain on the plane. And this is where the camera pans across, and there's been a fourth person in the car the whole time.
Oh, the getaway
Who's the getaway
driver.
driver?
Yes, and he's just sitting in the back, and he's just been minding his own business. Like, hopefully they haven't seen me yet.
Still with the newspaper up,
Yes.
trying to hide his face.
And like, because we're weaving and bumping, he's trying to do Sudoku and the letter that he's trying to put in pencil, and he punches the page with the pencil.
And you lean over, open his door, and just shove him
push
out.
him out.
Oh, no. But first,
And he's like,
you do the old Stephen Lang look around and get out. And you just climb out of your own accord and just tumble roll out of the moving.
No, it's a Corvette. It's not an Accord.
Yes! Nice.
I love an Accord joke.
Vanilla Justice, roll me a brawn plus fight. Or unless, if you're going to convince him, roll me a smooth something.
Oh, no.
It's just the fourth guy.
Yes.
Brawn
It's just
plus-
a lean over. Like, even though he has a seatbelt on, it doesn't make sense. As soon as the door opens, he's getting
out.
pushed out.
Do brawn and fight then.
Thank you. I have for you 3 basic success. Oh,
2 basics, 1 critical.
I have 2 basic success and 1 critical.
Excellent. So sure enough, the door
I want to use them all on him.
And this guy just tumbles down there. And actually, as soon as he gets out of the door, he actually impacts him on those crates that stops.
But that one is lettuce. So it's a soft landing.
He's allergic to lettuce, though.
Oh,
And I said, you couldn't avoid that iceberg.
Oh, that's lovely. That's
yeah.
very
Nice,
lovely.
I like that.
Yeah.
All right. Domino?
Just because. No, okay.
That's no good.
No, that's no good. No. Leave it in. Leave it in. No, don't you dare.
It makes editing easy when I know what I'm cutting. Roll one of your drive rolls for me, and let's see if the downshift, upshift helps you catch up.
No worries. And I've given myself an extreme.
Wow.
And,
So-
and a basic, sorry.
You catch up to the plane, and sure enough, you slam straight up the cargo ramp. The car launches in and wedges itself in the back here. You find yourselves out in this small sort of cargo section that's actually sectioned off from the rest of the cabin. There's like a bulkhead door there, and there's 2 mercenaries in the cargo hold with you. One is under the front left tire and one is under the front right tire. And they're both lying there unconscious. And they've clearly been replaced by dummies in the meantime. As soon as you hit them.
Good.
You look at them and their arms are too long and they're sort of a bit... But absolutely perfectly, you're on board this with no problems at all.
Coming this summer, held in captivity, but destined for revenge.
They can't keep him confined in this stupid aquatic amusement park. We have to break him out.
You're nothing but a little kid. What, you think you're just going to lift this fish up and walk it out of here while he's a 4-ton orca? You got some balls on you, kid, but I'm the theme park tycoon in Vice City.
But he has feelings too. When I place my hand on the tank, I can connect with him. He can talk with me.
Oh, talk to you, Kenny. What's he saying, kid? Ask him for the lottery numbers, am I right, fellas? Ha, 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 ha.
He says it's time. Time to cross the Rubicon and drown out each of you in the River Styx.
Wait, what? Oh, God, he can't be stopped!
The story of one boy
Someone drown that goddamn fish!
and one whale fixated on revenge. This summer, it's time for murder, death, krill.
Fashion Badger.
At that very moment, the plane lifts off and the cargo door starts closing. And you find yourselves in frame to catch a break for a second and realize that you can recuperate before you go through this door.
Can I just do one thing as we hit that barrier inside the plane and stop suddenly? Smoke coming up from the engine, which I've thrashed. Dead guys under the front of the bonnet, and we've all jerked forward and hit our heads a little bit. I just do the old don't forget the 5-star rating.
Love it.
And I think it's important here. What sort of car is this? It was a Corvette or a Pontiac or something.
Yeah, some sort of giant muscle car.
Whichever company has given us permission to use this in the film, it's on the condition that it never takes damage. So despite all of these
panels
things
are
happening
perfect.
and pushing through and like scrape marks as we like slide in, then it shows that the car is
Yeah.
in perfect
We've still
condition.
high gloss polish.
Yes.
and-
We still hit the webbing that was for some reason inexplicably containing padded material.
Yeah.
You know?
That's where they keep all the lettuce in
Yeah.
the webbing there.
I
The waste
love
crates.
that we... Like, no film has ever had the gear shift not work.
Yeah.
Like, it always results in speed. But can you imagine if this was the one time that you failed the roll and it's like, okay, you do the gear shift, you've stalled the engine.
The gearbox just falls out of the bottom of the
Because we forgot to show the clutch. So you just went, whoa. And as we sit here and we're now like, and we take a breath, can I lean out and press one of the, like, stewardess call buttons?
Well, you can, but I mean, they don't know you're on the plane at the moment. Because actually, we cut up.
don't?
We
No.
cut up. No, we cut up to the cabin, and in the cabin, the pilot, just as he's like lifting off, is like, "Well, it was a bit rough for a second there, but I guess it's all good. We don't have rearview mirrors on this thing, so must have been nothing."
The other
She's
bad-
a bit heavier than I expected.
the other bad guy's hand is still on his hand on the throttle, and he's like, yeah, you can take it off now.
He's like, yeah, I know. We need the engines on. I know that. I've been flying for a while. So we cut back from the cockpit, and yeah, the cars come to rest in there, but it's eerily quiet now. Like I say, there's this big bulkhead in front of you with a solid door there that breaks you off from the rest of the plane. There's no one left alive in here. So it's up to you what you want to do, how you want to go through this. You can see there's a padlock holding this door shut. You can have a go at that. Or whether you want to try and look through. I don't know how much you know about planes, if there's cowlings and things you can take off and sneak through the old service fence that they have on all planes, obviously.
I know lots about planes. I'd like to search for 3 parachutes.
Roll that for me.
Oh no! Focus and no. Nothing.
Can't see any parachute. In this part of the plane, you can't see anything.
I tried.
So looking around, you can see there's the webbing and there's it's one of those, there's a few jump seats facing sort of into the middle of the plane, but there's no real rows of seats or anything. This is clearly designed for crates, and it's half filled with crates, and they're stacked. They're the classic wooden rustic style. The main feature is this big bulkhead and the door that leads through to the next part of the plane going forward.
What might we find in some of these crates? Because we know they're taking...
You crack a few of the crates open and you find a selection of vegetables in each.
Yeah, it makes
Cos
sense.
lettuce, butter lettuce, iceberg lettuce. Well, we're on this plane looking for that briefcase, aren't we? I forgot about that in all the excitement. So, well, there's really only one place to go. Do we want to do the whole secret, try and, infiltrate and wait till we land so we're at, obviously, whatever base we're at? Or do we just want to take over this plane and get this briefcase?
Since when do we hold back?
Yeah, I know.
This briefcase is going to be handcuffed to someone, and I
Yeah.
want to take their arm.
All right, there's got to be a door here out of the cargo area.
Yeah, it leads to the bulkhead, yeah? It's the sort of door that I reckon someone big and strong could push kick.
You can try and lock it, or you can push kick your way through. What would you like to do?
Well, I'm a lawman, so I'm used to kicking open doors. I'll give it a crack.
It could be like as I'm inspecting the lock.
Yeah, I run
that
up and
your
just the
boot
boot goes
it
through
shows
it.
you in the background of the shot getting bigger.
You're actually trying to do the lock pick, very
Yeah.
delicate, very whatever, and then just across
And
your
you
field
just
of
see
vision
it.
is the foot that just goes
Yeah.
bang.
And you hear the dum 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 as you come back.
It comes off completely off, except the lock bit's left, and you're still doing it. That's the only part of the door that remains.
Well, I think brawn and force.
Oh, an extreme.
So sure enough, the door flies open, and instantly you see the half dozen mercenaries that were carrying crates spin around and look at you.
Susan drops a mimosa.
The door hits her.
You can see this guy in a perfect black suit standing there looking across at you. But as they start surging towards you, you see him pull out of his pocket a detonator button.
Oh, no.
Looks like a pen with a little red blinky light.
Absolutely does. Grabs a parachute, presses the button.
Oh, God.
It was
And
an
as-
EpiPen. He just gave him a big shot of adrenaline.
So he pulls the parachute onto his back like a backpack and steps out of the open side cargo door, one of those that goes out behind the engines, just steps out. And the rest of the mercenaries, you can see them running after him, snatching the parachutes as they go.
No!
And launching out.
Like in
into
a
the free air.
formation almost,
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they hold hands as they get out. They
The
don't
big
need to,
star
but yeah.
circle.
The
yeah.
little light above is flashing red, and they wait, even though it's exploding, they wait for the green light to come on, and then they go.
And there's one who's yelling at them as they go out.
Tapping them on the back. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So the wind is now absolutely howling through the body of the plane.
Hang in there, Susan.
And everyone's out. The plane's coming apart around you. You look out, looking out of the right-hand window. You can see the engine number one's already smoking. The right window, one of the engines just falls off. Just disappears. There's an explosion where it was.
The pilots have parachutes.
What happened between kicking the door and the plane coming apart?
God knows where he's put all these charges that he's detonated, but the plane is shaking and crumbling. The plane is rapidly becoming unairworthy.
And meanwhile, in the cockpit, the henchman is still pushing the throttle forward with the pilot's hand, like, oh God, stop, please stop.
He leans forward and he does the ting, ting, ting. Looks like we got a problem engine number 4, Jim. He looks at,
There's just no wing.
there is no engine. The plane's actually spiraling at this point.
The light goes out. He goes, I think we're good. And then he taps it again. And tung, tung, and then the light comes back on. He's like,
The plane's plummeting earthwards. It's on fire. The side is exploding. We've caught back up to the intro. There's an open door there. You have no parachute. Talk to me about your plan.
Gentlemen, if I remember correctly, in the filming contract, that car can't be damaged. If we're inside the car, we'll be okay.
that is amazing. I don't know where it goes from there.
I have no idea.
The next explosion blows the floor out from underneath the car, and you see it drop perfectly down. And you see it distantly below, a little set of parachutes deploys.
Oh, nice.
It actually drives off the ramp perfectly.
Oh, no.
I say goodbye to the car, I see it falling, I go, I don't remember parking there.
I was going to hope to do the old point break, run and jump out and do the,
Oh, the streamline.
the streamline.
I'm doing
Line,
that.
the
It's time
streamline.
to soar like an eagle,
Yeah.
and I dive straight out after them.
As soon as you hit the slipstream, of course, the noise becomes overwhelming. And even though this was like late at night, because it's really hard to film this stuff at night, it's suddenly like quite bright day when you get out of the plane, and you can see there are crates tumbling. There's smoke and debris coming off the plane everywhere.
Susan goes past.
There are
She has a parachute as well. I'm like, oh, must be nice. One of the crates says parachutes on the side, but we
yeah.
just ignore it.
Open up and still lettuce.
you're free falling down towards the ground, and you see this man in the black suit there spins around, and he's the only one who's got a gun in his hand. The rest of the mercenaries are doing the big slow fall things. You can
Yes,
catch up to
the
them.
only reason we've been able to catch up is because they've done that. Like, if
Yeah.
they did the same pin drop sort of thing, we'd never catch
They're
them.
doing the proper,
but they're holding hands,
limbs out of
doing
that, and we're
whatever.
just slipstreaming face first straight down
Yeah.
towards them.
You can see they're rolling over sort of on their backs. They're falling back first and looking up at you with their fists clenched. They're clearly ready for an action scene here.
Well, so that's some hand-to-hand combat. Well, I don't usually.
Whilst we're falling in the air.
Mid-air
Oh, I
hand-to-hand
love it.
combat.
I try and get my catchphrase out again, but the audio just can't work. They even tried to do it in the booth afterwards, but the film hears me going as I go towards one of them.
And with your pension for passing out, you just faint.
Oh, yes. It's now clearly a stunt double who's got the blonde
He's the
wig.
same guy. Yeah, he's like a big, burly built sort of Latino guy with the blonde
Yes.
wig on.
Yeah.
And all the shots are sort of from behind me or above or whatever. It never really shows my face.
You can still see the straps under his chin because you're falling, of keeping the wig on.
Yeah.
And it's flapping in the air.
Vanilla, what are you doing?
I'm going straight to hand combat, but I want it to start with the pin drop spear Goldberg tackle.
Yeah.
On
And
the,
is your plan to like hook onto him so you've got his parachute? Is it to take the parachute off him? Or?
it's going to become my parachute shortly,
Yeah.
so I want to take it off him completely.
So roll me that, I think still brawn and fight.
Yeah, I like that. Well, I've opened the account with 5, which is an impossible, which is so appropriate, seeing as it
nice.
needed to be a stunt double to pull it off.
Yeah.
So it's impossible success. You absolutely spear into this guy and grab his parachute, and you do the sort of the big twist around where you grab the straps off him and you spin him and you grab his leg and flip him over, and he does the sort of and tumbles off out the edge of the fight.
But you see in the background that another henchman, like grabs him, and then they both strap in because we're so used to them dying.
it's
but this
a
guy's
tandem.
like, no, I'll hold you.
So that's going to become like 3 extreme successes for you. So not only do you do that on this guy, but I'm more than happy if you want to try and do something else in your turn, you can.
Can I push kick one that's close to me? He's come over to be like, oh, I'll try and still fight this dude. And because it's an impossible roll, as I push kick him in the chest, his backpack, his parachute is suddenly off and it's just on the next person.
I'll let you do that, but I want Domino to roll to grab it as it goes flying past.
So you've got a free one in the air. I see it, and rather than try and fight someone, I go straight for the parachute. I think that should be nerve and stunt.
Oh, we haven't done the other cliche, which is where you just grab them and pull their own ripcord.
Yeah, well, that's what I thought you were going
pull
for.
it, and because the change in speed is so quick, they go up and you keep falling. You're like, that was not enough.
Let's move on to the next one.
3 basics.
3 basics becomes 1 critical.
Right.
The rule of 3
Oh,
applies.
thank goodness.
So you grab this parachute and you strap it straight on your back.
Yep.
Love your work.
I'm going to have to try and hook onto somebody and bear hug them and rip their...
Should you go for the man in the suit?
Go for
You are the
some-
lead.
That's a good
You are the
idea.
lead
Man
guy.
in the suit. He's
Yeah.
got the gun. I've got the gun. This is going to be a good shootout.
You should put speed holes in his parachute.
Actually, no, that's... Oh, yes, you've done this. I'm giving you credit for this. I put a couple of rounds in his parachute, so now we're falling at the same velocity. So anything that happens, it looks like we're being filmed against a green screen, just basically standing for when we're fighting. But obviously we're falling.
Of course.
But at the same speed. Yeah.
Brilliant. All right, so roll me whatever you can do. Nerves
shoot.
and shoot.
Nerves and shoot. Yep. Oh, so that's 2...
Oh, you've got
Two criticals.
two criticals,
Yeah, two
which make
criticals.
an extreme.
You put a couple of shots into him. And in fact, this damages, you can see his parachute. It's not deployed yet, but you can see that his parachute is damaged there. I'm going to give you an adrenaline straight away for the bold move. While you're doing this, though, a couple of the henchmen now have gotten wise, and one of them does the line up and pushes, like kicks a crate towards you, so it flies through the air. So you're going to need to dodge for me. Everybody roll a nerve and done.
I have a basic.
I have a critical.
1 basic.
Okay, so Domino with a critical, you dodge perfectly out of the way, but Vanilla, Justice, and Earl's so focused on being lined up, and Vanilla's just finished grappling with this guy and doesn't have time to react, and this crate bounces off one and then the other of them. So you're each going to take just 1 grit damage for me. Now, it seems to me that Earl, you're the only one with a parachute, so you best go first. Tell me what you want to do.
The that big boss bad guy, he hasn't got the briefcase, does he?
Sure does.
He sure
Handcuffed
does.
to his arm.
It is handcuffed to his arm. All right, I'm going straight for that. So
You're still
that will
falling.
be, no, but we're falling at the same speed, so it's fine.
He's coming in hot.
He's coming in hot.
Yeah, no, we're going to be mid-air, hand-to-hand, martial combat. 2 men enter, 1 man plummets to the ground. So I'm going to fight him for the briefcase.
If you're just fighting him, do brawn and fight.
Are we catching up to the Pontiac yet?
The Pontiac's, as per your sponsor agreement, already landed safely and is being driven by a beautiful woman in a bikini who came out the water and
It lands on the ground and you see me go,
1 critical, 1 basic.
Great. You get closer to him and you start wrestling with this briefcase, and it's clearly handcuffed to him. He deftly sort of unlocks the briefcase and kicks off you and zooms away. And he does the old like tuck and does the high speed launch away from you to make some distance. But you now have this briefcase cradled in your arms, but no parachute.
Unless there's a parachute in the briefcase.
I inspect the briefcase. There is no parachute.
It's true. The briefcase is locked.
Have you deployed your parachutes
No.
yet?
No one has.
no one is.
So, Domino, what do you do? You see Earl still falling beneath you with his briefcase, but without a parachute.
And I do have affection for Earl, despite my gruff demeanour. And I, again, now that I've got a secure parachute on me, I slipstream myself and I head straight for Earl. I'm going to help him.
Is that going to be nerves and stunt?
I think nerves and stunt. And every time he cut to me, I'm making the same maneuver, like putting my body into the same position
Yeah.
again.
Yeah.
And then the same position, like I've kept falling
They've used
down.
the same bit of footage.
Yeah. I've rolled 1 critical and 1 basic.
We cut to that bit of footage again of you spearing your body and you launch straight up to Earl, and it clearly becomes 2 people who are the obvious stunt people, but you like grab him and he like threads his arms through the backpack straps and gets his arms wrapped around you.
I pulled my parachute.
Pull your ripcord. All of you pull this ripcord and you see this great little montage of you sailing in. Just in front of you, landing safely, are a bunch of the mercenaries with parachutes.
And Susan.
And the man in black goes down and undoes his parachute and is already off at a trot by the time your feet hit the beach, because it is a beautiful tropical beach. Even though you only flew a few minutes from the diner that you were at, you're a truck stop, you are at a beautiful sun-drenched beach.
The
And
bananas.
he's somehow 4 minutes ahead of us, like on the ground and ready to get it in something.
So you can see this other group of mercenaries quickly are taking their parachutes off and lining up ready for the fight on the beach. The man in black is already scampering away towards the edge of the forest, and you deftly steer your way in and land safely. And at the very moment that your feet touch the sand, the episode ends.
I knew it was coming and I'm still annoyed by it.
There was an eagle on my parachute.
There was. Yeah.
As in not an actual eagle, just a picture.
picture of an eagle.
Did it tear holes in it?
That is episode 1 of Outgunned, the action movie RPG from Two Little Mice Productions. So far, I feel like we have to apologize to them because that probably went even more ridiculous than I anticipated, but it was great.
As the parachutes open, is that when it does the opening title of the film as well?
Yeah.
Because that's where the music can drop a little or whatever and go to
And the opening
Outgunned.
title of the film is...
Outgunned 4.
And it's the first one. This is a move. This is a move to get backers on board. You're like, no, it's a long-established
option.
franchise. Your money's safe with us.
Outgunned 4. Still more guns.
Brilliant. So we will continue next week with the exciting continuation of where we're going to go and this chase on the beach. Fitz, Domino
Yes.
Colt, thank you very much for playing.
No. She enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. And I look forward to getting her out there a bit more and showing her fully rebellious streak.
And does Vanilla Justice want to shout out any of his latest albums or anything?
Everything. He just starts going through his upcoming projects until you cut him off.
Excellent. Wegs, does Earl have any words of paternal wisdom for any of the listeners?
He does look into the sunset and rack his firearm.
Before he puts it away.
Someone on the beach is sitting there just doing their thing and the one round goes in the sand beside them.
Into their margarita. Thank you for being with us. We've had a lot of fun. We will see you next week for episode 2 of Outgunned.
Crashing Badger.